Now let's shift also our attention a little bit to I would say off-chip components. So far we've seen primarily on-chip components. So off-chip, you usually will buy things from the market. So this is a very typical structure. You can buy a surface mount inductor. And the main characteristic of an off-chip component is that it's much larger and therefore much higher quality than the on-chip one. So it's not unusual to get high quality inductors off chip with a Q factor in the order of 100, while the same thing on chip would have cost you a Q of 10. So of course the drawback is that you have now a higher cost. So this is an interesting picture of basically mounting a bunch of off-chip components on a die or on a PC board. You can actually see here a bunch of inductors. You can see an example of a capacitor here. And you can also see a transmission line resonator that has been fabricated as well. So one of the main questions that I usually get from students is, okay, besides the performance, what decides if I will make an on-chip or an off-chip, a fully integrated system, meaning everything is integrated on chip, or whether I will go with something like this, a hybrid solution? The answer to that is primarily volume and cost. In general, fully integrated on-chip systems cost a lot of money to develop, but once you have it, you can produce them very inexpensively. And so that's why you will see in very high volume applications, let's say you need to make 1 billion components, you will actually spend the development time you need to make everything on chip, but then you can produce 1 billion at relatively low cost. But if you're only going to make, let's say, 100,000 components or 1 million components, you will never be able to recover the cost needed for a fully on-chip development, and so you'll go for a hybrid solution. So in the real world, it's not one versus the other. It actually depends on the cost, and usually very high volume applications, which today's market is only met by cell phones or maybe computers or something of that nature, you will see a fully integrated solution. But if you're looking, for example, as a sensor that may be employed in an application that you only expect to sell 100,000 per year, you will likely go with a hybrid solution like the one I'm showing here.